Hello Internet, I'm the Disney Brain and welcome back to the Liv and Maddie review. I had my doubts coming into this season regarding whether or not to review it, but since so many of you enjoyed those reviews, I figured I'd at least review the premiere and see where things go from there. The last time we reviewed this show, Joey kind of broke their home and now we're moving to Cali because it works so well for Jonah's. Oh, wait, no, that show got worse when it moved. Wait, why are they doing this again? In any case, spoiler warnings now, you know the drill. With all that said, let's dive into Sorta Sisters Rooney. We start things off in Aunt Dina's house, which will serve as the home set for the season. Fittingly, Joey and Parker are cleaning the entire house because they left the old one in such a mess. And then, we're introduced to the sort of sister that this episode derives its title from. Her name is Ruby, and she was actually in 2 episodes of Best Friends Whenever, as a younger version of Sid. Now, Maddie is already committed to SCSU, and Liv will be looking for acting work in California, as we know from how Season 3 ended. But Joey and Parker are still in school, which is called BOOMS, a magnet school for all things scientific and robotic. But before we see what the school set is like, we get a hilariously dumb scene with Joey trying to find his spirit animal, and now I'm not sure what the heck I'm watching anymore. This is exactly why I had strong reservations about Aunt Dina at the end of Season 3. Some of you might get enjoyment out of her quirks, but for me, the shtick got old after all of 5 seconds. So Joey becomes a Falcon for no discernible reason, and then we get to the magnet school, where everyone is supremely intelligent, but Parker assumes that he'll end up running the school anyways. This was one of many missed chances by this particular episode to actually deliver a deeper narrative, and here's why. Dr. P now goes to a school where everyone should either be at his level or above it, but everyone there seems lower than him already, as proven by his total domination in the laser contest. This could have been a chance for Parker to actually act out his frustrations with another new transition, which would have been a great compliment to the largely unspoken transitional process he went through back in Ridgewood Rooney. So the sort of main plot of this episode is Liv and Maddie dealing with lying to their sort of sister. In Liv's case, there's an incredibly disturbing Diggy painting that will give me nightmares until I'm 30, and Liv wants to destroy it for obvious reasons. But she also must know what that picture means to Maddie, as Maddie expresses later, making her plan nothing short of evil. But then Ruby rips the penultimate picture of the series, and Maddie wants her to lie about that. I wonder if the lies will become too much to handle and oh gosh, really? Subtlety, please. And the episode ends with Ruby confessing everything because, obviously, and all 3 sisters make up. We also do get a cool scene with Joey assisting Parker at school, but that moment kind of falls a bit flat compared to the other brother moments they've shared to this point. And that's Sorta Sisters Rooney, an episode that sets up a lot but doesn't actually do much. I think Ruby could provide some decent comedic moments over the course of the season, but for me personally, her character was immediately off-putting. Now that's not to say that she's a bad character, and even in the singular episode, she had a few good moments, but Disney Channel has this very annoying tendency to make younger siblings, or in this case sorta siblings, be overly contentious with older siblings of the opposite gender. Lizzie McGuire did it, That's So Raven did it, American Dragon did it, the list goes on. It's a tiresome trope to say the least, and I am kind of disappointed that it'll be part of this show as well, a show that I often praise for how engaging the family dynamic can be most of the time. In addition to that, the Parker plot, as I mentioned, fell really flat here because this was the chance for Liv and Maddie to get right what Girl Meets World couldn't even figure out, how to create a believable challenge for a resident genius that gives him something to ascend to. There was no challenge here, and when he does succeed, the others just mock him for it. Noted that Parker was being cocky about it, but their attitude goes against the inclusiveness that they preached on about literally seconds before. And oh, don't even get me started on the Falcon over here. After several good episodes that emphasize how important it was for Joey to embrace who he is, we're just going to forget all of that and turn him into Danny freaking Zuko? Seriously? And that's to say nothing of the complete and utter nonsense that transforms him in the first place. Where the episode did do more right was with the Sorta Sisters angle, and how the constant lying gave us at least something to build off of from Ruby. We know what we're going to get from the twins, so figuring out how Ruby will fit into that dynamic will be imperative, so I think what they chose to do here was a good start. But even then, there were so many elements that felt just underwhelming, including the scene where all the lies come to a head. All in all, this season premiere felt like several of my fears about this season realized. There were plenty of genuinely fun and funny moments, yes, but the totality of it left me wanting an episode with much better execution. Joey's a high school senior, and Maddie's in college, yet these plot points likely wouldn't cut it in a Season 1 episode of Girl Meets World when that cast was in middle school. They're rehashing the old Parker transitional narrative, but doing it badly, and with less overall maturity than when he was a full year younger. And Joey doesn't need to be a falcon, an eagle, or a raccoon, or even a potato. He just needs to be Joey, and we've already been through that time and time again, so why backtrack on all that progress now? Not even the new intro works on a thematic level because that bouncy, high-energy theme song just doesn't fit when you throw it over a bunch of sunglasses and California iconography. The original intro worked because everyone was dancing and moving and the audio synced well with the video, so I think they really should have considered just recording a more tonally fitting theme song for this season. As some of you know, the reason I considered not reviewing this show for the 4th season is because I felt like I'd have nothing constructive or meaningful to say. And this episode, while it could have been much, much worse, feels like confirmation of that fear. I'll still be watching every episode because Lord knows I only have so much time left with Disney Channel's Greatest Warrior, but it feels like I'm running out of things to say, running out of points to make. And that begs the question, should I keep reviewing these episodes? I honestly don't know if my perspective is adding any additional value anymore. Let me know what you guys think and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, give it a like, sub for more, and share it all over the world. And don't forget to follow the Disney Brain on Facebook and Twitter for updates. Links down below. The coming days will bring the top 10 best leading female performances in DCOMs. There won't be a new Girl Meets World for a few weeks, so I'm going to throw in another surprise video, likely sometime next week, and hopefully you'll all enjoy that. So, lots to look forward to. Until then...